Yeah. Hello, everybody. Greetings from National Skills Network, Hyderabad. Thank you all for continuous support to our YouTube channel. We see that you're watching quite a lot of our videos, which feature conversations with leadership team members of organizations, institutions connected with skill development, vocational training, and higher education, and also school education. Today, we have with us Mr. Rishikesh Mahanti, who is the principal of ITI Cuttack. As you may be aware, we are featuring a few talks with the principals of ITIs in India so that we bring visibility to the amazing and wonderful work that's being done by several ITIs in the country in the field of technical training and higher education. So welcome to this talk, sir. Uh, let's get started by asking you about some of the most popular courses at your ITI and how do the students take up these courses?
So this ITI Cuttack is a very old ITI established in the year 1958, having 11 trades with 200 students. Now the student strength about 2,521 trades.
Okay.
And the popular trades, what you are asking, that in my knowledge, all trades are popular in this ITI because I don't consider. I very often heard from other ITI that fitter, electrician, motor mechanic, diesel mechanic. These are the only courses and students are ready to take admission and they are interested. But rest of the courses like instrument mechanic, draftsman, civil draftsman mechanic, carpenter, welder, these are not popular. But as a leader of the institution, I would say all the trades are popular.
Okay.
And how we can make it popular, how the leader can make the trade popular, it depends upon the leadership.
Yes, sir, that's true. So please tell us more about the entry to this ITI because you said it's the oldest, one of the oldest ITIs in the country. So how do the students appear, take up the courses?
Yeah, this we have actually it is a government institute and we have online admission process. As per the merit, the students takes admission in this institute.
Yeah.
And as per their merit, they are being allotted the trades, different trades.
Yeah. So do you see a preference of students for few trades?
Yeah, we are seeing most of the trade like fitter, electrician, we are getting more than that is 400% seat for some of the trades like fitter, electrician, refrigeration, air conditioning. And some of the trades like carpenter, earlier it was not there, it was unpopular. The people say it was unpopular, but we made it popular. And now you won't believe the girl students, they are now interested to take admission in carpenter. And how it is possible, that I'll tell you later on, how we can make all the trades popular.
Definitely, sir. We would like to know more about a very important point you just made, saying it is the leadership of an ITI that can make a course popular and aspirational. Yeah, sir. So knowing that, it's one of the old ITIs, and also we know a lot about people who are connected with the ecosystem in skilling and vocational education, have heard about Skilled in Odisha as a brand under the leadership of Mr. Subrato Bagchi. There's a lot of work being done, and branding and marketing has been a very important thing. So in the backdrop of this, what have been some of the achievements of your ITI? Are there any unique projects that you wish to talk about?
Exactly, ma'am. Let me tell you, I joined this ITI in the year 2017. Prior to that, I was working at Polytechnic, and prior to Polytechnic, I was working in industries. So when I joined this, exactly, I remember June 15th, I joined this ITI. And when I entered this ITI, I just started crying. Why, when I entered this ITI premises, I found that old machineries and the students are moving here and there. The staffs are going, they are coming as per their own ways. So I just asked my director, sir, why you brought me from Polytechnic to ITI? And prior to that, I had already completed my PhD degree at IIT Roorkee. So he told me, Dr. Mohanty, we have got expectation, huge expectation from you, and you can, since you have got industrial experience, you can change this IT ecosystem. So from the day of joining to this institute, I started my journey. Okay. So from the day I just told my director, sir, you just can you give me, since it's a government institute, can you give me some flexibility to run this institute as an autonomous institute? So my director and the chairman Subrata Bakshi, he told Dr. Mohanty, you go ahead, we are with you. Whatever you want, we are ready to support you. And he asked me, you just give me a project. And I shared a project, you won't believe. He has given that letter, I remember. He just wrote me, it was a wonderful project you have submitted. And he shared that project, that my dream ITI. He has given me, I have given me a project, my dream ITI, and he shared this project to even my chief secretary. And according to that project, actually, I started my journey at ITI Cuttack. I changed physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure, emotional infrastructure, intellectual infrastructure. And the day I joined this ITI, I found that the dropouts rate was 30 to 40%, and seat vacancy was about out of 1,800 seats in that year, only 1,300 seats were filled up, and the rest of the seats were lying vacant. Then now, if you'll see the first selection itself, I am getting that is zero vacancy. Now we are able to achieve the zero vacancy. And as per my project, I started working 24/7. You won't believe, though it's a government institution, my staff are very much passionate. So we have never seen, my director told me, you don't keep any government calendar on your table, because when government calendar will come, no, you will find that is some holidays. So, till now also, we will visit my office. I just asked, what is the difference you are finding in a government office? So they say, sir, you don't have a government calendar. So that is the thing. So again, I tell you, building an institute is not so easy. Not so easy. It is required dedication. First of all, you see, we are teachers, and work of a teacher is not so easy. No?
Yeah, so it was interesting to hear about the journey so far. Like you were saying, the hard work that has gone into setting up this ITI. Do you also have certain, like say, one or two unique achievements that you would wish to share with the audience? Let's say some projects which brought, laurels and recognition to your ITI.
Yes. So first of all, when I joined 2017, and we bagged All India skill competition. My student from ITI Cuttack, he was All India first, and this ITI was recognized as best institute in fitter trades. So in 2018, in World Skill Competition, Odisha 2018, we bagged about 11 medals, and this institute recognized as the best institute of Odisha as far as skill institution is concerned. Apart from that, during this pandemic, we have engaged, since the institution that is completely locked down, Odisha was completely locked down. So in lockdown also, we formed a team, and we involved my team in the research activities. What you are asking, the achievement, that I will tell you, because in this institute, we have some faculties, those qualification is above MTech. Some of them has completed their doctorate also. So in my organization, I have divided in 3 categories, the staffs, that is degree and that is MTech and PhD, that is one category. Then degree, diploma, that is category 2, and category 3, there are complete ITI holders. So these ITI guys, we always engage them as complete practicals. And this degree, diploma, I engage them theory and practicals. And that is MTech and PhD holder, I engage them for research activities. You won't believe, this ITI has filed a patent. You will be surprised to know that we have filed a patent, and it is under consideration, and it is related to our defense project. We have filed a patent, and second patent also we filed, that is 2021, we filed our second patent. So during this pandemic, we have prepared one robot, that is service robot, and we have given that robot to Kalinga Institute of Medical Science, and they are using that robot to carry the food for the COVID patient. And we involved our trainer, because in those time the students are not available. So we just manufactured that kiosk, that is sample collection kiosks, then contactless sanitizer dispensers, and thermal gun. These are the project we did in our ITI, and we have already sold 576 pieces of that contactless sanitizer dispenser, and it is very popular now. Also, some government officials, they are asking me, sir, do you have? I don't know, sir. This year we have not manufactured. Already it is finished, and you will find that most of the officers, official secretary and principal secretary chamber, you will find our sanitizer is being dispenser is being used. So these are the things we achieved, and latest achievement I am telling you now from 26th, actually Odisha Skill 2020. Actually due to pandemic, it has been shifted to 21.
Right.
Already my students, they have bagged 23 medals.
Wow, great, sir. Great. It's so.
And even my students, they have competed with the degree holders. A trade like a skill like information technology cable repairing, and my students they got silver and bronze medal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this just goes to show that ITI students are no less than any other degree or any other students, because you were talking about getting patents, innovative things coming up, and also I feel rising to the challenge, like you mentioned about the COVID scenario where the sanitizer dispensers were made by the students and the trainers and instructors and teachers. So what this goes to show is that provided the environment and the leadership is supportive, I think they will just blossom, their creative skills and everything just comes into the play. So congratulations, sir, for all these achievements.
And it was appreciated by our Honorable Prime Minister also.
Okay, great. So in the backdrop of this, I'm sure industry partnerships play a very important role in your ITI, not just for placements, but also for training the trainers and the teachers, like faculty development and many other things like, say, curriculum upgradation. Because one of the issues with ITI curriculum, especially the government ITI, is that the curriculum usually gets outdated because the industry is so dynamic. Things keep changing. So how do you manage this kind of an industry collaboration?
Rightly you have pointed out, ma'am, regarding our curriculum. So I'll tell you a very interesting thing now. Actually, when I joined in 2017, again I'm telling the same thing. I just approached so many industries. You please come and set up your lab, because from the beginning of my study also, I am always we are always discussing there is a huge gap between industry and academia. How to bridge those gap? Only big bhasan those people are giving, but really how to bridge this gap? So what I think, because I have already worked in the industry, I know what is the industry skill and what are the skill we are giving in the institute and how we can bridge. So it is very difficult. Again, I am telling you, this industry will consider them as a Lakshmi and institute at Saraswati. And as you know, to bring Lakshmi and Saraswati together, it is very difficult task.
Right.
So, but fortunately, I started my journey. I changed infrastructure, physical, digital, emotional, all infrastructure I changed. And right now, during these 3 years, I have signed MOU with 25 industries. And those industries, not a small industry, the industry like Schneider, industry like KMP India, Mituto Japan, so South Asia, and about 25 industry we have signed MOU. Then again, you can ask me how the industry came to you. Okay, so industries always they believe win-win. Always we ask them, you see, we'll work win-win contribution.
Yeah.
So now all the industries, what we do here, we provide space, power, everything, and industry, we ask industry to set up some lab here. So lab means, that is again very interesting thing I'm telling you. What you told, the curriculum, the NCVT curriculum, it is outdated. I can say you are saying absolute, I can say it is outdated.
Okay.
Even some of the trades in NCVT, I found that in fitter trade, you have to rub the file till 1.5 years. I always ask, even I asked to DGT officials, what is the necessity of rubbing the file out of, within that 2 years, 1.5 years, you will simply rub the file. What is the use of that? In no industry will find they are rubbing file. So see, nowadays we need smart work. We don't require hard work. So our students become very smart now, because all the industry now, when industry 4.0 came, so they need, we are telling our students are not getting job. Actually, ma'am, that is not true. The jobs are many, but our people are not sufficiently skilled, because we have to skill them as per the need of industry. And I always believe this TVT system can sustain if there will be a tripartism. Tripartism means if it is a government institute and industry. And I believe the tripartism in TVT system. And I believe industry is my God. So when industry come, I become very, I forget my past. I did my PhD at IIT Roorkee, or I just get knowledge from them. We always, when we discuss with industry people, we always share the knowledge, and that is very, very important. But the point which you are raised, only industry can bridge that gap. Yeah. Because I am telling you, I am giving you an example of motor mechanic trade at IIT Qatar. In motor mechanic trade, we have an NCVT curriculum where we have two-wheelers repairing, we have four-wheelers, all these things we have. But the machine what you are using, still we are using BS4 engine. But now you have connected with, for two-wheeler sector, you have connected with Honda scooter and motorcycle. For four-wheeler, we have connected with Maruti. And for heavy vehicles, we are going to sign MOU with Bharat-Benz. Okay. So what we do, the total practicals, you will find in NCVT curriculum, your total practicals per year is 1,000 hours and total theory is 250 hours. Okay. So out of 4,000 hours, we just analyze these skills. So some of the skills we have repeated in nature. So we restricted our students to go for 700 hours, that NCVT courses, and 300 hours for industry courses. Okay. The syllabus which related to, for example, motor mechanic, scooter repairing or two-wheeler repairing, we take our students to that Honda lab, which is set up by the Honda scooter or motorcycle. They used to learn from Honda motorcycle setup, so that they will become industry ready. Because in our syllabus, we are still that Bajaj scooter, Vespa scooter engine. We don't have that good engines. Right. By the way, even Maruti has supported a BS6 engine. Now my students, they can use the scan tool. We have alignment machine. They're just using the industry. They are feeling that yes, this is the authentic learning environment you have created. Because it is very difficult in ITI, you won't find the authentic learning environment. Authentic learning environment means the students should feel he is working in an industry. Because we are finding the students are learning something in the institute, and when they are going to the industry, they are finding a different environment, and they are not able to adopt that. And some guys, they are leaving, they are frequently quitting the job. Yeah. So we can set up that lab, because it is very difficult to set up such type of lab in the institute. Only industry can fulfill those dreams.
Very, very true.
We still believe industry is our God.
Yeah, very true.
And simultaneously, that is not only setting the lab, they are also giving training to my teachers. Their trainer are working here. In a month, they are giving 10 days at ITI. And my trainer also, they are going to their setup and learning, and they are conducting online webinar. All these things they are doing, physical training. We used to send some of our students, and also they used to give placement to my students. When my students join in this institute, they are sure that that means they are thinking that today I am joining this ITI Kottang and I will get a job at Maruti, or I will get a job at Honda. Yeah. So in this ITI, you will find there are 23 industry logos. You will find this is not a government ITI, but ITI with industry. And it is, you won't believe this will be this is like a educational wonderland. Now my students are enjoying the scheme. Earlier, I was just we are just asking their parents, why you are not sending your students? Why the students are not coming? My director always telling why the your percentage attendance is very less. Now you won't believe my students love to work here, and they are staying not 7.5 hours. Not they are enjoying this environment. They are enjoying this skill, and dropout rates are drastically down, and we have achieved zero vacancy.
Oh wow. I think this is something that I guess other ITI should emulate, because industry partnership, like you said, you consider it as being godly, because I think that's very critical for any technical education, industrial education and training institute to function in the desirable way. And also, like you mentioned about being productive when they go to the job, I think also depends on the preparedness, that is, the readiness that they have when they enter into the workplace, right? So connected with this is another point. During the pandemic and currently now, I guess your campus is working now, functioning students must be coming to the campus. Was the pandemic, the COVID phase, learning phase for you to embark on technology initiatives, let's say for blended learning or any of those things? How is
Yes,
it
yes,
now? Yeah.
yes. During the pandemic also, we are not allowed our students to sit idle. Okay, though it is a skill institute, we know, and hands-on skill is very much required as far as this ITA is concerned.
Right.
But the situation compelled us to forget that skill for some times, and we have started blended learning.
Hmm.
So we train our all the teachers. You know, these ITA teachers.
Yeah.
They don't have much idea about this online platform to teach.
Yeah.
So we have arranged several classes, several training to them how to connect the students for this online teaching mode, like various online platform, how to, and we have created a studio here where the we recorded some good teachers we engaged, and we recorded their studies, that is and we use that YouTube platform
Yeah.
to share to the students. And we are also using that digital contents. It has government of Odisha, we have procured digital contents from 3DM Classroom, one vendor. They are giving the digital contents. We used to share the digital contents to the students. So apart from that, we develop some online quiz and online Google form for assessment purpose. And we share the NIMI platform, NIMI digital platform to train our students. And also we share we involve some of the trades like our draftsman, civil draftsman, mechanic, mechatronics. These trades we engage the students for simulation type of work, like learning various software and virtual. The students and teachers both are learning through online platform from various industries. We connected various industries, and the industry people, they are giving training to my students as well as teacher. So we have already trained more than 1,000 hours training from industries. You won't believe the industry like Lincoln, Schneider also, they are organizing since last 3 months, they are organizing online courses for students and staffs. So, and major challenge we faced that which I was telling, that is hands-on training. Hands-on training is very difficult. And now what we did, we get, since most of the classes which we are conducting in online mode, it was purely theoretical or some demonstration. Of course, we engaged our trainer to do practical here and show the practical to the students. So by sitting home, they can see with their smartphone or laptop. But now what we did, instead of giving 4 hours practical training, because in digital training manual, you will find that 4 hours practical and 3 hours theory. Now we are here giving 6 hours practical now, because the practical hours they lost during pandemic. We are engaging, and I told, I've instructed my trainer, you go for practical, because practical is very, very important for ITA graduates.
Yeah. Sir, now coming to the students, we would like to hear from you your advice to young students about the importance of technical education and training for employability, as well as helping them become entrepreneurs when we see potential in them. What do you have to say?
I would say, we always say about even our honorable chairman, uh, he says, the students are telling you there is no job, no job, no job. No job, no job, no job. But I think jobs are many, and as per the requirement of the industry or whatever. So we are not job ready. That's why we are not getting job.
Okay.
So my advice to the students that you have to adapt the future technology. Suppose now you see the industries requires 4.0.
Yeah.
4.0 skill now industry required. So 4.0 skill is complete automation.
Right.
So if I will use the same old technology, you will be unemployable. You will not get job. If at all you will get job, it is you will get very less remuneration, less salary. So my suggestion to the students, please, you should have creativity. You should have creativity. Here in this ITA, we have a team lab. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. All the students, we engage them to learn various projects, various future skills. Like drone, you would believe the students of ITA Cuttack, they have manufactured a drone which can carry 3 kg load.
Yeah.
So it is not so easy. So these students now they are writing coding.
Yeah.
Because earlier days we were thinking coding, programming, these are not ITA courses. Now my students are learning that. So my advice to students, see, jobs are many. As per the requirement of the industries, we have to upgrade our skill. We have to adapt the future skill.
Yeah.
If you can adapt the future skill, you will not sit idle. And as far as technical vocational education is concerned, this is very, very interesting course. I am telling you, when I joined, I told my faculty and student, you see, this machine, know what you're saying, these machines are my kids. Kids, you should learn the language of machine. You should learn fast. You have to, if you love the machine, if you love your profession, then you can enjoy the skill. And jobs are many. Again, I am telling you, jobs are many. Students, that I want to say you, vocational training, it is an opportunity for you. It is an opportunity for you. And you can earn some ITI guys, you won't believe they are earning 80,000 in a month.
Yeah.
And their starting salary was 35,000. So this much I can say. And this ITI graduate, whatever you may be ITI graduate or diploma or degree, if you are not sufficiently skilled, if you want here to get a certificate, it is very, I am telling you, it is very easy to get a diploma degree certificate nowadays. But skilling yourself, because skilling is not, somebody will teach, you cannot learn skill you have to develop, you have to work at, you have to dream the skill. When you will sleep, you just dream.
Yeah.
What I'll do tomorrow, what I'll do. You always think what next. That's why I have with the advice of our skill the chairman, Mr. Subrat Bakshi, we have a skill museum where we want to show the students how the industry 1.0 was and how the industry 4.0 is. What is the past, what was the past, and what is the present. The students can learn. If the industry 1.0, we have a steam engine, now we are running electric engine or is IoT based engine.
Right.
So this thing the students should know. So they should think what is industry 5.0, what will be. They should not just struck up with that. They always think what next. Then we will get answer. So you have to dream skill, you have to live with the skill. Then you can enjoy skill, and job is not at all a difficult task for you. And with a good salary, the students can get job. And again, I am telling you, this vocational, if you will really work hard, you will become fit also. You don't require any yoga or all these exercises. You need not go anywhere. I found, because I was working in industry, I found the industry people, they are perfectly, that is okay. Now, even pandemic also, I found they are not suffered in COVID. So that is because their immunity power is very high. If you work hard, everything will be okay.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I think the message is very clear to the young people. I think they should also find their passion, work very hard, and like you said, practice, and also dreaming about it, thinking about the skill that they are going to acquire will help them a lot. And also, like you said, there are many jobs, but are we prepared to take up those jobs is a big question. And I think that's where your point comes into play. So besides all this, to close this conversation, would you want to say something more?
I always believe hard work.
Mm-hmm.
I always believe hard work. and honesty.
Hmm.
That is very important thing for me. And I always advise my staff and students,
Hmm.
you love your profession. You love your profession, and teamwork is very, very important for you.
Yeah.
And now I am enjoying. You won't believe my friends are asking me. Some of them are professor at IITs. They're asking me why you joined in technical education and you are ITI principal.
Hmm.
But I used to say them, see, in this profession I am enjoying. It is
Yeah.
not to getting high salary, but I am doing something for the society.
Right.
Once upon a time, it was a perception of public that it is the last resort of technical education.
Hmm.
जिसको कुछ नहीं मिलता है, those who are not getting any job, those who are financially very weak, they used to come to ITI.
Yeah.
Now I want to change that perception. This should be the first choice of the students who wants to pursue this vocational education. And this is interesting. I love this technical education. I love this skill. Still, I want to work at the industry. And still, I believe industry is my temple, not Ram and Shiv Mandir.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. I think you have emphasized enough about how vocational education and training can be made aspirational also, like you just told us about it. And it's high time that all the ITIs get, what they deserve in terms of recognition for the hard work they do. And as you said, the students also now, I'm sure they will come to ITIs by choice and not by force. So let's look at this. Thanks a lot, sir, for sharing your very passionate views and the enthusiasm and energy that you brought to this talk. Thank you so much. It's
And
been,
this was possible due to our honorable chairman. He actually, he is
yeah,
the architect of this Odisha skill ecosystem.
yes, yeah. Thank you, sir. We'll be in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.